The event hosted by SMARTSPACES focused on challenges for ICT solutions. Academic speakers covered the technological and regional challenges. Workshop sessions enabled their participating projects to exchange solutions and discuss developments. The event also launched the Trans-European Tools EE Measure and the Guide for Replication, to which all ICT PSP projects are invited to contribute. The audience concluded that how buildings operate affects their energy efficiency. ICT ensures that buildings operate at their optimal level. For instance, wastage due to incorrect settings can easily reduce efficiency by 25% or more. Behaviour also matters, as a lot of heat can escape from a single window, and the better the building is insulated, the more each single window matters. The situation in Serbia is representative for most new member states, Southeast Europe in particular. Energy is cheap, and there is no individualised metering, and therefore no incentives and no means for individuals to reduce consumption. ICT helps to create transparency about energy consumption. The European Commission has funded numerous projects to increase energy efficiency. The UN Global Pulse Challenge on Big Data nominated SMARTSPACES as a project to watch, recognising the effect ICT can have on future smart cities. SMARTSPACES and 2 residential projects were coordinated by Empirica. Selected ICT PSP projects cooperating with SMARTSPACES will now present innovations and core ideas and features.
What would you say? What is unique about your project?
Actually, we're talking about a very school project, which is an acronym for Valuable Energy for Smart Schools. And the motto of the project is learning by doing. So actually that is why the schools are chosen as the pilots for implementing energy efficiency measurements. So basically we are approaching the end of the project. Actually next month the project is finishing. So we have chosen 4 school pilots in 3 different countries, 2 in Italy, 1 in Bulgaria and 1 in Portugal. So actually part of the schools are defined as pilots. And we developed a sort of a web-based tool which is called VS Navigator, which is actually a sort of a platform that can help school managers how to better implement some energy efficiency method and how to approach a building to near zero energy building.
In the light of your experience, what would you say is the most important aspect to make the difference to succeed in saving energies?
Yeah. So this is a good question. I mean, my opinion is that raising the people awareness about energy consumption is the most important. So to convince them why the saving energy is important. So on one hand, of course, because of environment. On the other hand, because of finance. After that, we can do all other things which can cause energy savings, such as installing some extra sandals, some equipment, building management systems, and etc.
What would you say, what is unique about your project?
Well, the main innovative part of the project is that we are involving a huge amount of users in the testing of the services. It's about 350,000 users from 4 countries. And the other innovative part is that there are utility companies from the electrical sector involved in the project, which is also very unusual in previous European projects to having this kind of actors involved in these kind of projects.
And then in the light of your experience, what would you say, what is the most important aspect to make the difference to save energy successfully?
I think that there are many factors to be able to achieve energy savings, but one of the missing things and one of the key important things that maybe are not taken into account in detail until now is the involvement of people. So in my opinion, I think one of the key aspects of the energy saving measures is that you need to involve the people and to make them active in the management of the buildings and also in the way that they perform at their homes or even with their cars. So I think that automation is a very important issue, and it could be very useful, but unless you consider the interaction with the people and how do you communicate with them, you will not succeed in other energy saving project.
We count on one energy service company, one ESCO, in every country, which is participating with pilot buildings. By carrying out energy audits and by developing energy performance contracts for these pilots, we want to increase the transparency of energy consumption issues with the final client.